I think it's a natural evolution that first year you start a cookery show or put on a festival or something like that. People don't know what it is, they don't know what they're going to get. It takes a while for those things to build a bit of a momentum, to gather a following, for people to start thinking, oh, it's, you know, it's the end of May, so it must be Taste Festival happening right at the time. I think there is a continuing interest in food in this country, that people, you know, really are concerned about food issues, but I think it's just that Taste is finding its feet, it's finding its market. It's a slightly unique thing in that, you know, people can come in and have a little taste of a restaurant without actually, you know, it's try before you buy, without actually going out and having the whole meal. They can have a little kind of taste. I think it's a big social thing here. I think, you know, especially for me, I'm going to see a lot of chef friends that I don't get to see very often, and I think a lot of it for the customers that come here as well. You know, they're all of a like mind. They're all a bit foodie, so they kind of bump into people. Oh, hi, yeah, hi, you know. So it's quite a social thing, Taste, and I think that's contributed to its growth. That and the drink.
Yes.
Yeah. And sometimes when I'm doing cookery demonstrations, you know, I could actually spend more time getting everything organised and ask them to do this and do that. But you know, it's not real life, and people don't have the right kit in their kitchen. They don't have all the time to do the preparation. Sometimes it's quite nice to do a cookery demonstration that is a bit disorganised and kind of goes a bit wrong, and then you pull it back. And as long as you end up with a couple of really nice plates of food, and you tell enough stories, and people have a laugh and they feel entertained, I think it's really nice. But I think it's good to do that sort of real cooking sometimes. It's not all home economists and pre-prepared and stuff that you're kind of cooking on the hoof a bit. It's a bit risky, but I think the crowd like that. I think the quality of Scottish cooking has been good since I started. And when I started 25 years ago, there was some outstanding food in Scotland. You had Alton Harry Inn, Gun Ericsson, Aids Hotel, Pete Inn, La Potinière with David and Hilary Brown. You know, one of the best restaurants I've ever eaten in my entire life. And then, and of course, you had us, first restaurant Breval. But now, but that was kind of cliquey. You know, it was kind of I don't know, maybe not the most accessible grouping of restaurants, but they were very, very good, and that was 25 years ago. You know, there was some fantastic restaurants. What you've got now is a massive range of restaurants, and within that range of restaurants, you've still got some outstanding ones, and you've some brilliant, you know, new culinary talent in Scotland. You've got Tom Kitchen, you know, Martin Wishott's been here in Edinburgh for a long time now. You know, up at Glen Eagles, you've got Andrew Fairley, who's the only 2-star Michelin chef in Scotland ever. Nobody's ever, you know, he's the only guy. So, you know, Andy's food is outstanding. You've got more Michelin stars now than you've ever had before. So yes, is the answer. You know, there are more better restaurants, but we've always had good restaurants. Scotland's always supported good restaurants. There's always been a market for it. It's just that market has grown hugely in the last 20 years. I think it's a good thing and a bad thing. I think one of the bad things about celebrity chefs is a lot of young chefs want to be celebrity chefs, and actually, you know, there are only a handful of celebrities, and there are only ever going to be a handful of them, and it's an unrealistic, expectation or ambition for young people that that's how they're going to end up. I think it's good, you know, that you get a voice. You can talk about the things that I'm passionate about good produce, about training, about investment, about Scottish produce, about Scottish restaurants. You know, you've got a platform. We're doing this, you know. And if I wasn't a celebrity chef, I hate the name, by the way, celebrity chef, but you know, if you weren't a well-known chef, you wouldn't get the opportunity to do this. And television is a really powerful medium. You know, it reaches out to a lot of people. And I've enjoyed doing the telly side of things as well. We are desperately short of young chefs. There is a great opportunity for people coming into the catering industry to do well. It's not like you're going into an industry where there's too many people. You're going into an industry where you're desperately needed. So I think there's lots of opportunity at the moment, and I would suggest to young people, if you're coming into the industry, go and work for somebody good. Go and apprentice yourself to somebody. Go and work under somebody good. Don't go and work for an anonymous chain or something like that. Maybe later on, if you want to go and make some money, but go and work for a small wage for a really good person. You know, owner operated tends to be the best in terms of, you know, the education that you would get on the job, and you know, learn that way. I think for certain, you know, in front of house and management, you need to go to college, and we've got some great colleges in Scotland. But I would say go and work for a good person.
Yeah.
Number one. Yeah.